Come on now.
Sir Foster.
Sir Delroy. Sir Joseph.
How are you, my friend?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm alive and I'm talking with you.
Well, it's a winning night, you know. It's a winning night, and I'm going to use a little song to bring you on as the co-host officially, and this is how we do it.
Oh my goodness, really?
All right. Throughout this pandemic, sir, throughout this pandemic, we are fighting it. So we have to win it. We have to win it. We have to win it. And as I said, we are here tonight to share all about investment and what makes FosRich so beautiful, such a wonderful company, giving customers good value for money, giving investors good return. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I am happy. And I'm winning. And you are winning. The customer is winning. The fans are winning. Yes.
You know, so we are winners, you know, we are winners. We are winners. And therefore, it is important for us to do all we can to win and do so every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
It's very important. Very important. Very important, sir. Very important. Well, there are some fresh faces I'm seeing on the live tonight. So I'm just going to take the liberty to say Delroy is just the creator and the presenter of Money Matters Monday. So it's not really me they want to hear from. It's you. So who is Sir Foster, just to begin?
You want to know who I am, right?
Yes, they want to know who you are. They want to know who they're investing with.
I am just one of those persons who you could regard as a very hard, dedicated worker. I like to put it this way, that I get up every day looking to give value to the people who believe in me, and those who touch base with us want to give them value. It is one of those things that I've always said, that if you get up on the right side of service every day,
yes,
you can make a lot of people happy and you can make a lot of money for yourself. That's one of what I always say. Get up on the right side of service. Give the best service every day. Because people don't care if you are black, white, or whatever it is. They just want good service. And everybody wants to feel like they are the big thing. And they are important. And they are. And especially if they believe in me, that I can offer them something, I want them to get the best service at all times. And that's part of my mantra.
Well, you see, within what you just said, I have two takeaways. We must add to give value and to get up on the right side of service. And, you know, it's very, very inspirational when you use these words, you know. Very inspirational. Because how FosRich started, I want the investors and the Money Matters family persons on your side to get the story. And then we're going to drill down within the half hour. A lot of things.
FosRich started, I tell you, it's just a desire and a drive. I think I was first a salesperson. And in doing sales, I woke up one day and realized that after I was calling by my boss to say, what happened? I thought he was not happy, but he said, look at what you have done. Nobody in the company has ever done this before. I said, really? Because I wasn't watching people, I was just getting it done. And I remember, yeah, and I remember one account that was Alcan at the time. The company was about 30 odd years old, and they tried every single day of their existence to get that account, and they just couldn't get it. And I found out that that account was available, and I made my approach. It was very difficult because the individual was one of those persons who made it difficult. But I used what I was taught at CAST, that you do not try to make impose your way on a customer. You try to find out what makes the customer tick. And so I did that. And at 5 o'clock or 4:30 before Alcan in New Kingston closes in the evening, I would go and sit in the lobby. And even at 5:30, 6 o'clock, he's just inviting me into his office because he was always too busy and never had time for anybody. And after a while, they called me his son because I got so much business from him. And my company just could not believe that I could have gotten so much business. That's what happens.
Patience. Patience.
And strategic, you know, you're strategic and you quietly dig your thing without complaining. And at the end of the day, half of what he was doing with me in terms of products, I never knew what they were. I never knew what they were, you know. They were just things, I mean, written on paper. But I went back to my office the following morning each time and I sat with my boss and said, listen, we have to find these things. And he found them. And then that was what happened. We just blew up, really. And in doing that, we realized that I wanted to do it, I mean, differently from how the company was doing it. And therefore, that was when I started saving to start this little business called FosRich. And we started with two persons, just two persons helping me around the place. And it was something else. You know, the story is one of those stories that I don't like to tell because we started in a little place, just about 12 by 12 place at Princeville Plaza, at the back of Princeville Plaza. You probably don't even know that there are some little warehouses, just warehouses, you know.
Yeah, you go around a little corner. You go around a little corner. It's like you're going nowhere. You go around a little corner.
You drive all the way to the back and you go around there and there's some little cubicles that I used to just buy the goods them from the competitor and stock them in there. It wasn't a shop. It wasn't anything but a storehouse.
Yeah, man.
And so I would go there and take my invoices out. I mean, my invoice book and write it up and then I would go deliver and I would keep buying more goods and stock it in there and do the same thing each day. And I did that for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 years. And that's what happens.
Well, watch this. Venpar said everything big was once small. And that is what we need to put in the mindset of entrepreneurs and small businesses, that if you keep going, you will get big one day.
You are absolutely right, Delroy. You're absolutely right. Yeah. And I'm cutting story. And so, and another big tragedy that I faced when I first tried to get that property at Mullines Road. It was a house, and it was occupied. It was occupied, and I went there and thought that I liked it, you know, and said I wanted it, and I went to the bank to get the loan. It wasn't a lot of money. No, it's not a lot of money, like a $1.something million. And so but then it was a lot of money. And when I went there and I got the place, I told the person that I was the one who was going to own this place. He laughed at me, came back months later and said, no, I have the title for this. I am going to, you know, see how you can vacate the place within 3 or 4 months. And that was like the worst thing in the world, because he was a policeman and he used all of his powers to not come out of the place. We had a good talking thing going before, and once he recognized that it was real, that yes, he said, you little boy, I was just in my mid-20s. He said, you could not buy this, because he named all the people who came. And I remember he named Ronald Thwaites. He named Ronald Thwaites and he named other people who came there and they could not, and they did not buy the place. How can you do it?
So age is not a factor. Age is a factor, neither young nor old. Age is not a factor. If you mean to achieve, you will push. You will push the bar.
It took him a long time to come out, but he finally came out after that, after he took me to the rent board and all kind of thing. He just did a whole other thing. So I had the worst start you can imagine. And then when I started to renovate the place, I did one thing that I shouldn't have done. My color, FosRich, is blue. and then we choose a natural color, I mean, in-between color, white. And we painted the place white and blue. And people were afraid of coming there because white and blue represents police, a police.
No, you know,
and people were thinking that police station was up there, and so not coming.
No, boy, you really got a bad start. But you know, you see that bad start. I want to let them know that that is what took you to the stock exchange. And I will not tell them the value of FosRich market cap right now. But I want you to say, why did you choose to go the route of the stock market to grow this company to where it is now?
I mean, about 5 years before, we were going into the energy business, and my consultant and myself, we put a document that was so exhaustive. It was a huge document with all of the research about the energy market in Jamaica and the energy possibilities. And we put it to our then commercial bank, and they refused it. They said, no, they don't believe that we should go that route. And we took that same thing to a Jamaican bank. And that guy and his team believed in what we were doing. And that taught me something, that look, he believed and he invested in us, he gave us the money to go in that direction. And from then, I was determined quietly in my spirit to use people power to get over the hurdles of financing. And so I would tell my team when we meet as management team that I want them to give me the chance to go public if I decide to. And so for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, we were operating as if we were a publicly listed company. And so going to the market.
Yeah, you put yourself in the frame as a listed company.
Before, yes, long before. And so we had meeting, I mean, we had management meeting, we had a quasi board, which I was, you know, every month you had the financials and you had the quarterly, and you were doing the things that would take you to the stock market. In doing all of that, the junior market came up, and with the incentives and so on, and then I realized that I could take the opportunity and go just bypass the, I mean, what do you call it now, some of the red tape and go straight to people. If you believe in me and you put your money where you are trusting me, I mean, to invest it, I will promise you that I'm going to work hard to give you returns for it. And that's what happens.
All right. So, Sir Foster, I want to take the time out to welcome some of the persons, and in particular, my insurance agent, Hyacinth Energy, saying, hi, Sir Foster. She don't recognize me, you know. So I going to cancel policy tomorrow. All right.
Hyacinth is my friend. Hyacinth is my friend. He's one of those persons who I knew from, is the same Hyacinth?
Yes, yes, it's the same Hyacinth. So I'm going to cancel my policy.
No. Good lady, good lady.
Okay. Mark Crosby is saying that you come full circle because police station in blue buying bulbs now, and it come right round. They are buying plenty bulbs. So
yeah.
So Rochella, Rakisha, Melissa, the Moody's, Kerrian, boy, yeah, there's a lot of persons. So look here, we're welcoming you tonight. What we want to drill down to, so you get the beginning of FosRich, and what we want to know is what makes FosRich so attractive to customers. I
think away from the fact that we have great product lines and partnerships. As you know, we have Philips as our partner, we have Siemens as our partner, we have Nexans that is one of our partners, and the fact that we have great local brands like the FosRich Trust brand, MGF brand. I think added to that, we have some real good people. We have some people who connect very well with the customers. And I think if we did not have those persons on our team, FosRich wouldn't be as attractive as you see it right now. The brands can't stand by themselves. The brands have to, you have to serve people to giving them value and so on. And the products can't stay on the shelf. The products can't stay, I mean, in a warehouse. The products get life when people interact with them and offer them to solve a problem for a customer.
All right. Okay. So, having heard that, all you persons on this live who don't have FosRich stock yet, hear this question from Mr. Foster. What makes FosRich so attractive now to the investors who are currently buying? And for those investors sitting on the sideline, they come to MoneyMatters tonight to figure out what next they are to do now. They know I'm in love with FosRich. They know that from I have the stock from $2.50, and I have doubled the money, and there's no apologies, whatsoever. So they want to figure out why I am in love with it so much, but I don't want to tell them. I want you to share it. It's your story.
I think a lot of the things that will make a company stay strong, I think we are hitting those buttons.
Okay.
Fundamentals, a lot of the fundamentals. We are in an industry, as I said earlier on, we have some great brands and great products and great people that we are working with. We also have a situation where the environment that we are in, we are, I think, showing the people that we are understanding the environment. The construction environment, the energy environment, those are environments or products for those environments that are homogeneous. And if you are going to pair all of that with good service and good lines of product, then people are going to see. Plus, FosRich is doing some things that maybe is giving the people a kind of a unbelievable thoughts about how can you be so positive, how can you be so visionary when it seems as if the world is crumbling around you, you know, because we are moving into new line of business. Those lines of business that we have moved into are making our roots go deeper in the sphere that we are existing in. The transformer business, it is going to be solid. It's going to be absolutely solid. And as I say, solid.
Sir Foster, break. I don't need to tell anybody on this live why I am so in love with FosRich. The way of this company is so diversified. And listen, the transformer, look, continue here, continue.
Yeah, talking about the transformer, and well, it's not out in the public yet, but I'm gonna shoot it on your live right tonight. We have just, because we can talk about it now, we have just won another part of the JPS street lighting contract. As you know, JPS has been changing out their street lights to Philips. So Philips, a lot of them to Philips road focus LED smart street lights, and they find another bid was submitted, and we have won a substantial part of it. So that's one of the reasons too why people probably think that FosRich is a hot thing, you know.
No man, think they know you don't stop winning contracts. But look here, I have to take this one because Stacy is saying that staff can make or break any organization, and we as CEOs know that. We know that. And you're so right. And go ahead, Sir Foster.
Yeah, I really love my people. I really love them. I go the extra mile a lot of time just to make them and not just them, but the people around them know that we do care for them. I want to know about their families. I want to know about their kids. I want to know about how things were last week. I don't want to pass any of them without saying good morning or hello or a touch on the shoulder or something and say, what's happening? That's just the kind of vibes that exudes at FosRich most times And I want that to be so for all of the businesses that we do. People
It's just
people
It's
are,
just
people are
It's
to
just
be respected and cared for, even if you can't give them, because money is not everything, you know. You can't give them everything, but it's your respect, the value of respect. You cannot place money on that.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I was telling you about some of the things that we are working on, and the PVC manufacturing line. Well, you saw it in the, it was faster than lightning bolt last year, and this year we are looking to do 2.5 times of what we did last year. And so there is growth taking place in areas that people were not aware that we could be, as a Jamaican company, we could be stepping out into, because those two areas, the PVC manufacturing, is something that a lot of people kind of unbelieving of it, you know, that we could take on this challenge, and also the transformer business, because those are technical areas, and you know, you need technical people. And
yes,
how you behave and treat technical people is totally different from how you treat a line staff. So you have to respect them and grow with them and show them the vision, and they'll run with it. They'll run with it.
All right. You see, Lato Pede said, hi, Sir Foss. Great job. Keep up the good work. You know, I'm going to say something. For every single person that joined my live on a Monday, we have been doing this since COVID, because this is a birth of COVID. We pivoted into this live thing. And I try to make sure I answer and make as much contact with the comments as possible. So if I break you, it's just a part of my life, right? I have to recognize and respect those persons that join. Even if it's one person that join at any night, I have to give them the same value and respect like it was 1,000 persons. So,
absolutely.
Right. So the team offer testament to the person you are. Well done, Sir Foster. Let me see if I can pick up one more. Continue investing in your team. That's from Petty again. Remember, okay, you send a request to be in your live. Oh, unfortunately, how MoneyMatters Live operate is a co-hosting thing. So we have one co-host, but well, both of us co-host, and you have an opportunity to say all you want to say. Drill the questions and we take them. That's pretty much how we do it. JT Strong, you heard it here first. FosRich going to take off. Them take off already. The company came to market at $1 billion and now they're over $2 billion. Going to take off, them gone already. It's just a bigger jet them going to be in. All right, congrats on the JPS contract. All right, oh, whoa. Mark said, this is Sir Foss. Well said. Melissa, whoa, leadership on point. Why? Such an inspiration story. FosRich sound like the place to live, work, and do business.
Jamaica.
I'm not sure if you have any penthouse down there, you know. I'm not sure if you can live there. Because if you live there, you might wake up too late. You're going to be too comfortable. So we can't make you live there. We're not going to make nobody live there, Sir Foss. You can't live there tomorrow.
I won't allow that to happen.
No, we can't live there. You're too comfortable. Hey, Sir Foss, look here, I need to get you two things before, because you know we only run this for 30 minutes, right? So what I want to know, so for these persons, you don't have to say nothing more for them to go run and check their investor in the morning if they want to buy a FosRich. But I know I am in love with it and I have it, and I will not say what else I'm going to do with it. But for companies now, that is exactly where you were before you listed. Do you have any advice for them?
I think it's a thinking, you know, it has to be, remember, a company it doesn't come alive unless you think the strategy out, you know. That's where the life of a company is, in your thinking, in your vision, in your strategy. And I think for companies that want to grow, you need to look at which channel, which route you're going to take to grow. I have looked at the fact that all the huge companies in the world, where they call it about Tesla, we're talking about Amazon, we're talking about Microsoft, all of these people, all of these companies went public, and they use people power, people invest in power to get where they want to go. So the companies that are sitting there and wondering, what is their next move. They must decide. That individual leader or group of leaders should decide where they want to go and what route they're going to travel to get where they want to go to. And I think that's the first step. And then once you do that, make sure you know that you open yourself to giving service. You just give service. Just work on it.
All right, so that's by the company. What takeaway you give to the little entrepreneur who trying to get off the ground? You have any guidance for that entrepreneur trying to get off the ground?
And a lot of times people think that you're small and therefore you can't find a niche and then grow that niche. Everybody's niche is service. I can tell you this. You might get one job, and if you price it properly and serve the people right, then you'll get many more. Some people get one job and they try to kill people by pricing them for the entire year's salary that they want to earn.
Yeah, man.
Think long term. Think long term.
Think long term. All right. So one advice now for individuals, because it's one beautiful thing about Money Matters Life. We are from the small business, the big business, the entrepreneur, and we have the individual. So everybody come to the life must have something to take away. So for the individuals out there, what would you say to them even in this COVID period and beyond COVID?
Don't let your mind get clogged up with what is happening. I can see an explosion taking place after the vaccine start to really go through the societies of the world, of the countries. And I think you would be better when you are ready to take the advantage that you're going to be seeing in this, not just Jamaica, but in the globe. I think even for tourism, it's going to be a boom, and travel and so on. So find a niche, find something, and struggle to work it now, because FosRich started when the economy crashed in 1993. Let me tell you that.
You know, out of every adversity, there is opportunity. You have to just grab it.
Yeah.
Pretty much what you have to do.
Yes, yes.
Guys, you heard when FosRich started. So now it's COVID. Are you looking to your start? If you have not found your start, as a matter of fact, I want to tell you this. When Pashu is on this live, she has found an incredible start, right? We have done quite a bit of the lives, and she's making some serious dough. Hyacinth is saying, let me try and get this one. Sky's the limit. Best wishes as you contribute to nation building. So you see, you're not just about pipes and things, you know, it's all about nation, because everything that you are producing is not necessarily so much individual that is running to these products too. They are going industry wide. The transformers and those things. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Boy.
Perfect.
You need an extension on this live? What? You need an extension on this live? Sir Foster is a busy man, you know, he grace us with 30 minutes already. You see? That's him saying you can't kill the thing one time. We probably have to ask him to come back. You see?
Miss Kerry would not allow that to happen.
You see what I'm saying, guys? We have to understand, you know, when we take shareholders. Oh, well, here what? You have to satisfy your shareholders. The truth is, quite a bit of person in the life is FosRich shareholders, including myself. And they are saying, they are the shareholder, and they are listening to what you are saying, because they don't know if you will be in another forum like Money Matters Monday, where you can join at this time, being home, relaxing, and you have all their attention. It's not during the middle of the day where they have work and I try to figure it out in a surface. So,
yeah.
No problem. When I break them too bad,
yes.
Come back, yes. Then, you need to give them a word of advice in terms of getting a business off the ground. Because one of the things about this surface is that we actually started this program as a financial awareness and educational program. and the followers have grown and grown and grown and grown. So this is how we occupy the space. And we try to give them situations that are there, which is real, how you can navigate the bad, turn it into good, and stuff like that. So for FosRich story to come out of the crash of the economy to now over $1 billion company and not billions of dollars on the stock exchange based on capitalization. We can't take FosRich small. And remember, started from Princeville, then it moved to Mullines Road. You know where else I'm going? Where else are going?
Where else we are going? Well, you should know that we cover Jamaica. We really surround Jamaica because we have a store in Mandeville, Ward Avenue, and then we have two in Mandeville Bay, one in Fairview and one in Cottage Road. And we are moving into our distribution center across the road from FosRich. It is ready to be occupied in the next. Ready to be occupied now.
Whoa.
And
whoa. And every time you expand, you take an additional staff. So you are just, guys, I'm telling you, track FosRich again. If you would have not yet subscribed to FosRich page, you need to follow that page. The prices are great. Follow them. Follow them. Remember, this is not an advertising show.
And we are going to be, Delroy, we are going to be taking care of our people because a lot of people are hurting right now from the COVID. And I must say to Jamaicans, those who are listening, we pray that you will do the right thing. You will do the right thing and make sure that you protect yourselves and your family and your neighbor and so on. And for that reason, our shop online, FosRich Shop Online, is ready to go on Wednesday. So you can stay where you are and you don't have to come in a crowd to shop, but you can shop online and come and pick up, or we will deliver it to you. And so we're trying to make it easier for you and keep you safe because we want you around because you are Jamaicans, and Jamaicans are people who can't hurdle any crisis.
Well, they get 2 new things on Money Matters tonight, right? You are all going live. As a matter of fact, Kerry, I thank you very much. I know you are listening to the shareholder, and Kerry, you made this possible. So Money Matters is grateful. And
Kerry made it possible. Kerry would never ever stop until I am on your show, Delroy. And I think I must say thanks to her and your viewers and listeners, great people, and yourself.
Yes,
great job, man. So far, great job.
Thank you, thank you. Well, you have the final word to take out. Let me see if I can. Mark, does it have a brand? If what have a brand, Mark? Mark is asking if something have a brand. Sherry Brown, welcome. Sean, welcome. Nika, welcome. What is the shop name? Oh, what was the shop name? Foster. Yes, what the shop name? Foster's? Foster. I'm not following that. He's asking a question. Does it have a brand?
Always FosRich. FosRich was always FosRich. From it came into the mind and it came into being, it has always been FosRich. I think the question might be, what is it we're doing over next door? What's the brand name? What over 76 over next door is a fulfillment center and a superstore, which we will unveil. Hopefully, it will be unveiled next year when we finish.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Mrs. McBean is saying we have a lot of special. Yes, man. FosRich have special every day. I can tell you that. Cattle, great job. Yannick, know your mathematics. You are going to have to open a school, sir. Foster can come teach too. They're giving us financial management lecture post. So
yeah,
sir, take it out. Thanks everyone for coming to Money Matters Monday. Your final words. I can't keep up with it.
I thank you for listening to me, and I thank you for having me there, Roy. And I can say this: we might be a little bit under the I mean, the hammer right now because of this COVID thing. But people, your mind can conceive and can do anything. And Jamaicans need to rise up and come together, support each other, work hard. Don't let your dream and your vision die. Find ways of getting it done. And I think we can hurdle this. We are the holders of our destiny. And I think if we work on it and just band together as one, then we can achieve great things. And I just want to thank Jamaicans for believing in FosRich and believing in the management. And our aim is to give you value every single day that you do business with us.
Well, thank you, sir. And we are all in love with FosRich.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, Delroy and team. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Cool.